This is Kessben 93.3 FM, a new wave of excellence in radio.
Mame kwa woman so mrakwesi na mene Professor Baffour Agyeman-Duah enkonkodi enkomo embra na adopai in terms of diplomacy no e dey necessary Ghana yetime eye, and what does eye yen foreign policy no e katre yen about missions a womo ewo kromase. The ambassadors and the high commissioners, would they be able to interfere in the internal affairs of the Republic of Ghana? Prof, adopai wetimeka, good morning.
Mejo Suminia
Na empomboko there.
Roma,
very well. I don't pay yet. That's a pass. I didn't change. Now, so your boy open more. What so the other kind, Ghana, yam foreign policy and Sakra near Beba Vietnam convention, SSA missions, a war, host nations, no, etimi, adhere to that particular treaty, no, yam foreign policy, no, what does it state? At any point in time, be a war foreign missions in our country, no. What are they supposed to do? What is supposed to be their behavior? Anyone more Juma, one more Ebeyenina.
Minia, Sasama Yekan, and yet as a floor. It's free, so we are seeing your home especially after the Second World War. But long before then, 1688, countries in the world, by then African countries, they mostly not colonized into Nyan. Any Asia or Senia or Mine or Mine. Relationship between nations. Now, 1961, and nations near Saji to me say, the Vienna Convention, a Honasa in Kata, the Kutin so.
Okay.
Now, the here power, Asama Bagan, and one say, it is a my would when or Mafu for identity one, would meet the representative, I basic diplomat, we a Commonwealth country as a high commissioner. We are not ambassador.
Okay.
Intino, ya do ba no be gina wa bai no enam ewo oman mu ho. Na wo dia ne se nsema ehia oman no mi no. Wo na che se wa wo da ntemu a wotimi eka. Nti normally ne do ba sa na wo do ani hwa ade. Na ade bi ho fi se enko yi a ekwa mienu enoma mienu no mo ye. Ye Fred Bibi na me ye adwuma wo United Nations no. Near Freddy SITREP, Situation Report.
Okay.
And maybe me caught me all Liberia, me conning and didn't come on their political issues. Near SITREP. The Bremy boss were also here, I know they call New York every day. So I'm a diplomat, so I will throw Situation Report. A papa, a bonny on farm. That's a whole report to my home country. A call home country now will Ministry of Foreign Affairs, America for the State Department, Britain for Foreign Office. On a qua, almost Russia near the actual house. Assembly halls or Moka. Na ya fret or money or by Eddie Town. A simple thing. And this convention, the Ashemu said, you do call baby said, representative of your country or your government. Ambassador and a high commissioner. One for no end to a man. It's clear, say no interference in the internal affairs of the receiving country. So, Sahani Chisha Edaho. Now, the woman is African countries, as sounds as a view, yet, dear, a here, now, yet, dear, Sabu, a brofon, say, young poor, yeah. Yeninti so ambassadors no bar. One more respected that convention. No more behave to say the Sabi or Mona Yeni Bibu Yamino. A Bibini ambassador Bianco, America, Britain, Japan, Germany, Russia, wherever. And find a non cotu to some man incense. On Beno, Eddie Omoba. Na Omodi Yano Etu. So, in one is ambassador's behavior is regulated by the Vienna Convention.
Okay.
1961. I don't know.
Prof, now the Vienna Convention quite interesting because Obibeka's countries do not stand in isolation. Now, what should the British High Commissioner a report and I say or 20 years some time ago. Now, in reference to a year Oliver. Oliver, we are told, say, a British visa. I was also a student at the Cambridge University. Now, Obibeka said the British High Commissioner would want to protect any individual being now or access to his country.
My brother, stop there. Sorry, let me interrupt you. Who could have visa for another country? You are not a citizen of that country. Don't make the mistakes, Mr. Mumudia, for I said, so what you also see of me, corporate me, visa, you are not a subject of the British government. You are still a Ghanaian citizen unless you have renounced your citizenship. Because by the end of Mr. Oliver is a Ghanaian, so a British citizen, they are minimum. There's a visa and also the Kushia there. It does not make him the subject of the British government to lead the High Commission. Or maybe I know, maybe I'm
yes.
I think BC ha mindful for us with Misha. Now said they also did to you know the actor. Or maybe I bring back as you don't live in isolation. Tell you why okay. But that does not mean say we present it for maybe more. Who besuja one shenko, one beshenko, when you are 24 canon, or besuja one shenko. So, into the best thing the High Commissioner should have done is or the report and I said a concern by Minister of Foreign Affairs or say be a sebi as much you as soon as I'm watching the concern about it. Then the ministry will pick it up.
Okay.
Now, no, she behaved, the ambassador, the High Commissioner, better say, she behaved unconventionally. Unconventional means one follow the TMBA also, or the tweet a global.
Yeah.
So the two so we are seeing who Asema walk and Afagana. So tell me person me the Oliver because and no acquire political NBC issue statement will be say a day and when it's a diplomatic issue. So let's go by the diplomatic convention. Some Bibi Hanwa or the report Becon Abayo and now say what Becon Minister of Foreign Affairs.
Okay.
Now Minister of Affairs Wanyanisa who decided to bypass all that and put it on a global media platform. And no, it's not diplomatic. It's
okay.
Not. Who did I think I'm so sorry for the country. At the time, I was a Ghanaian CSS. We are people independent. Here, your crime will be immediate. So, also in yourself pride. Say we Ghanaians, we can stand and talk the way we should. And this is a colonial hangover. Bob Marley can't say there's something he calls what is Bob Marley name or say colonial mentality, mental slavery. Mental slavery, I can't the same thing for primary respective one that they should have known better. They are all talking as if they don't know what is right. OBCO, my age, in my age, in our casa, my goodness. And she said, here, Obi Metieti also. Obi say, then, instead of a media make it your crime, who dream me. We should know better. We should love our country. So, here, when I say, Obi Dinkata, and just as any pacrono, the Opebian oil, we should have self dignity. And in diplomatic terms, this High Commissioner has no business tweeting as if, say, Obi say, Paniba could be a respect no, John Benjamin or Hano, where yes, I will be about ye they are nigh. Benjamin, and it was wrong, but nobody had the courage to tell him.
Okay, but Prof, let's put a year tweet in context. Adia Asema Mame Harriet Thompson eka ne tweet I plead with you to read. I see Oliver Barker Vomawo, convener of Fix the Country movement, arrested again. I understand for a motoring offense on his way to court. I'll be interested to see where this goes. The rationale behind this tweet, Ebeye Day.
Well, the what can I say? Oliver Bakavomawo.
Yes.
Ya chin of you. The first time I chain no free breaking by. Yes, what Okaku says. See, you have a bit of one kayon. And a banchero. Or chain no. University of Cambridge,
yes.
my sister, almost issue statement, which in my view is even undiplomatic. If the guy was a British subject, they have every right to come to rush to his aid. And as on your British subject, when I say be a human rights abuse, you can mention that this treatment is what is against the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, because Ghana is a signature to that Universal Declaration. Strong the nature. He said, the MFAN said, and share credits, Busum Katrachum, America for issue report to be so kaya, and human rights report.
Yes.
And no Ghana media, Modi, well, some America for more media for more can get chance after our Ghana high. And some of the quality near say ambassador near embassy and no monitor newspaper reports, radio commentary. No, my semi candy be of a state rep. No, near medical. If you have seen do an state department, you almost I issue a report. Government policy be say country human rights and your mousika. And that's their choice. So, if you wait, you see a man incident or say a channel. And a papa, yes, or cocoa. And a first form of password, yeah, check his speed. And you know, no, quiet, jelly for the brain. And also a cocoa, no, a man gets all cocoa to go over the speed limit. And no more chill. And yet, the cocoa. And an assam see a dear use your brain of minimum. I say, oh, it is all for cafe. You are arresting again. Like I said, you are harping on the issue. Say, a branch here, no, abandon the near sim so. So approach for a year duma. It's me, it's answer me by Mr. Media for more young hawkers.
Yes, but more professional, and the more reason why I no pay Yeji Adisuya on this particular thing, because because say Ghanaians want to really understand one more person, one more tweet, I see in context to warrant response. IGP so Ediama the High Commissioner. People feel say the tweet was harmless, and yet Twitter nanke was a warranty the kind of wording IGP editor secretary at the command the High Commissioner.
No correct pan wakano. But so as Indians one fan to context Tina me coach just can't say first time I came to work as a soldier for the kuno.
Yes.
You see time the context is beyond the fact that channel say or speed in the channel. So into the nature and say the Obikra could speed. Look, Bema Sabio Mania Sikakra. You move in any welder. What could speed? Na person yachewa ambassador or true tweet. Metna America 22 years.
Okay.
If it was speed it make me. Number kutia me fine. So who Britain yet mecho ya kutia fine. Ambassador be and tweet say yeah I rest him say or court no. I mean it's never known. And to me assume I cost one a hammer. But on the other hand, Emmy does at least one must be a theatre almost can be. But the Emmy apparently said, you need to be brave, one must say a political issue because of the name involved. Now, I'm not looking at the name, I'm looking at the issue on the table. And yet, the name Oliver, one more will not say, maybe a but the fact is that diplomat in the country, whether the behavior is appropriate or not. So, in the honor of it was inappropriate. Now make time to say maybe because some ameno will choose unconventional ways to comment on internal affairs. Dampare also chose unconventional way to respond because Dampare or some or call a year friend or call
foreign affairs.
So now call complaint say please mon check my maybe I say that would have been the best approach. But the woman did the unconventional behave unconventionally. So I'm not worried.
Yes, but Prof, two wrongs doesn't make a right.
Correct. Two wrongs do not make a right. In no can now they are to context. But see, this thing, me personally, it goes beyond this. I'm looking at it in a greater context. How foreigners, Europeans in particular, come to our country and behave as if they have a share. That because they give us aid, they can dictate to us. So it will be a response to say we go there for guidance. So all kinds of things. there's a media, Kwame Nkrumah Wada, may you sure that he's steaming in his coffin. Because this is the issue of neo-colonial Nkrumah warning years back, decades back. The neo-colonial factor in our existence. This is exactly, because there's nowhere African diplomats issue a tweet to criticize the domestic action of a country where he or she is sent. It doesn't happen.
Okay.
Yes, of course.
But let me be say the IGP Troy, the wording of the letter wasn't it too strong? So in a case like this, fine. One prefer say when the Foreign Affairs Ministry, ebenya interaction. Now when we inviting High Commissioner, but the wording of letter now what they call, many have said say so harsh, and then pretentiously, it is seen say there is a problem between Ghana and UK.
There is no problem between Ghana people. Some people can say, they created diplomatic fight between. Well, the Minister of Foreign Affairs is there to manage that. Now, whether say let's throw a harsh, of course, me and Kamen thrown harsh, but I think if you look at the issue, Papa Dampare already about 15 questions.
Yeah.
Let the woman answer and let's see what she says. Oh, because the key here, according to Dampare letter, the subject of interest, he's already involved in an action against the nation. And I'm not saying it's right or wrong, but at least that's what the government says. The state thinks will be propagating coup d'etat against the nation. So it's a serious security issue. Okay? And this is the same subject who was found speeding and they arrested. And for this woman to say again, let's just say, that issue will be accepted. Now, America, now Britain. Now, could not speak to say the government of Boris Johnson should be overthrown by soldiers. You think they will let you just go like that? Go to America, go to Congress, anywhere in the city. Now, the Biden government should be overthrown by the soldiers. You see, these are things I think we have to be sensitive to. Yes, but these white folks, the foreigners, they come in and behave as if they have the right to tell us how to behave. That's my biggest issue here. My main issue is whether we should allow ourselves to be dictated to by foreigners. No, we should have a pride as Ghanaians. We should know, say, a country, here you cry, you will be no better threat, say. And not me, that's my main concern here, not even about Dampare's letter.
Prof, I pray mami and I was say and they wadaji and additional with their money.
Thank you.
Thank you. And Professor Baffour Agyeman-Duah Anna Medino Evi and common former United Nations advisor on governance and Yedeno Edin Komono. These are international relation matters. Yekoba, Ebetua so Edimo and Komo. You stay with us now. Yen try your home. Emra na Yenkofa a year. The morning sports update kickoff with Tony Montana and Mickey. Yekoba Yedewo Ebedin Komo. Yeba Sisia.